My name is Tabria and I'm making voter guides for every single state for the midterms this year, and today we're doing New Jersey. As always, you can screenshot the guide here or you can find it in my bio with everything hyperlinked. Alright Jersey, y'all's primary election day is June 2nd and y'all have semi-closed primaries, which means if you're unaffiliated, you can choose your ballot on election day and declare your affiliation. You can always change it back later. Otherwise, if you're a registered Democrat or Republican, that is the ballot that you'll be voting on. I'm going to focus on your more competitive races, so let's start with District 2. This is a red-leaning district that's capable of being flipped. Jeff Andrew is your current rep, and he was elected in 2018 as a Democrat and barely a year later switched to a Republican, and now he's mega down. You got 4 Democratic candidates going up against him. Bailey Winder, who's raised the most money, but majority of it is from out-of-state donors and a significant amount is from his family. I know a lot of folks are wary of him because he's only lived in the district for about a year. So then I looked at Terry Reese, who is the most progressive candidate, but she hasn't raised as much compared to the others, and she has the least name recognition on the ballot. Tim Alexander got endorsements from 3 out of the 4 Democratic county conventions, but he's ran for this seat twice before and lost by a significant amount. Zach Mullick is the mayor of Cape Bay, and he has the second highest funding despite $100K being funded by himself. He's running on Medicare for all, tax equity, environmental protections, a moratorium on data centers, and congressional reform. I think he has the best shot, but as always, get behind the winner and show up for them in November. Alright, in District 7, y'all got Tom Keene, who has been MIA since March 5th due to personal health matters that he won't disclose. So you mean to tell me that Congress gets paid $174,000 a year, they're only in session for about 6 months out of the year, he's been gone for nearly 3 months, has missed 90 votes, but he's well enough to trade some stock. I'm just saying, if it were any other job, he would have been fired a long time ago. Y'all have 4 newcomers who are well funded and have some distinct differences. You can pause to read and see how they compare. Rebecca Bennett is polling the highest, and she's very intelligent and well spoken, but she is more moderate. If you want a progressive, then go for Brian Barella. This district is truly a toss-up, so please show up. Finally, we're in District 12, and Miss Bonnie Watson Coleman is retiring, and she has done a fine job, and there are 13 people running for her seat. But there is a front runner, and that's Dr. Adam Hamawi. His background is very admirable. First off, he literally saved a senator's life, and he served in the Army for 20 years as a combat trauma surgeon working in places like Haiti, Cuba, and Gaza, where he saw devastation happening firsthand, which is what motivated him to run for office. I wrote a blurb on the other top 3 polling candidates, but it's still Dr. Hamawi for me. I know having so many candidates is overwhelming, but if you want to look into them in more depth, check out Somerset County's transcription of their debates. Also, this is just an aside, but New Jersey had the most candidates I've seen who were in favor of abolishing ICE, and that's not surprising because of everything going on at Delaney, so I really hope that y'all can get some of them in. Alright, that's it for Jersey, and now it's time for your homework. Be sure you register to vote and periodically check your registration in case of any funny business going on. Check your simple ballot and polling place so you know what you'll be voting on beforehand. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this with 3 friends online and offline so we can get as many people to the polls as possible. That's it, and next up is California.